All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Vinland Saga, Season 2, Episode 2.
All right.
Two characters have just met.
Two
Einar
lost men.
and Thorfinn, yes. Two brothers, maybe? Soon to be?
Soon to be, I think so, yeah. This is very much the kind of show where in a world of people that have tried to father Thorfinn, we need someone who can come around and brother this son
Right,
of a bitch.
exactly. Don't try and be Thorfinn's dad, because that immediately gives you a death sentence, you know?
Not just for Thorfinn, but it seems like all the young men in this story have basically the tale of fatherhood gone awry. And so while, Einar's lost his dad and his whole family in this case
just
here.
Basically everybody.
And right about the point where he's like, oh, I think I'll just be a good slave and everything. Nope.
Then he meets
Thorfinn.
Yeah.
And while Thorfinn very much had the, seemingly the respect of the master guy.
Yeah.
In that he was like, oh, Thorfinn, come meet this guy,
I trust you enough to have you not be in chains and to give you an axe, right?
Right. And
that's
just
very
walk
much
around and probably take care of the
estate or the whatever.
The lands,
Right.
Yeah.
That's not what I would expect someone to treat Thorfinn in any kind
and
of
that's
situation.
probably because they are in Vinland, and it's like, where are you going to run? Like
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think if this is Vinland, I mean, I'm pretty sure
I think
it is, given the whole boat incident, and Leif is here as well. Not decades into the discovery of this place, and we are already brought slavery here. Yeah. Yay! History is a hell of a thing. But yeah, really excited for these two to get to know each other and for their journey to be something that's actually a good, decent one. Because Einar was really properly set up in the last episode.
He was very properly set up, and yet with how Thorfinn has kind of been not reimagined, but we're going to be reintroduced to Thorfinn, and Einar does not actually have a direction right now. Who knows what the story of these two will actually be?
Yeah,
because we might not even get to the main story with them for
true.
Quite a few episodes. So
yeah. We're going to be testing out something here in these intros a little bit. Just wanted to let you guys know I'm doing a Persona 5 Royal Let's Play on Twitch. Link in the description below. Also, if you didn't know, we do Patreon stuff that you should check out there. Early access, full-length timer reactions. Check all that stuff out there. We're thinking about moving our typical plugs at the outro thing here right to the end of the intros. Let us know what you think about that. But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Ugh. You ever have that moment, too, where you see something like that, like an eye, popping out of, skin like that? And it's that gives you immediately an idea for a homebrewed D&D monster.
Yeah, I mean, it's always the eldritch horror kind of things that make me think of that.
Oh. Wait, the kaleidoscope effect just made me think of something here.
Oh, shit. Wait, is that going to be the two of them after?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I think so.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. See, that's how you use 3D. That.
It's beautiful.
It's just nice, quiet background there. Nakama. Tamodachi. Nice, asking the opinion.
Cool.
Oh, so we need to clear the land.
Yep.
So we need to cut down all the trees.
Oh, nice. That's... Well, that's a way to definitely get their loyalty.
I mean, they're still slaves, but Okay, so he's already giving them estimates.
Yeah.
And then the main thing is that they'll probably only have this skill. So there'll be then probably a form of servants after, of I'll work the land because I'll just pay you. And
well, I could also see it being something where it's the
Potter.
He benefits more from.
Oh, and use him as the reference point. But see, he's still here.
Well, right, but if they get it to the point where it's easy to maintain the land, that's probably what he's after, right? Because it'll still be his stuff.
Of course, yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think, we're definitely in, No.
Hasn't really had to think about that.
Oh, okay. He's. I thought he would completely, like, you know, gone inside himself and not. If I cut down all the trees over there,
Of the
will we
river?
finally be free? It's gonna go a lot faster with Einar. Einar is much bigger than you.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, is he big. Uh-oh.
He's too strong.
Careful! Yeah, it's not safe. That's not safe to do it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. We get it.
He's like, bro, I'm not here to connect with
Yeah.
you.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
One of them looked like Thorkel's number 2, actually.
He already ate some of it.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, don't talk back. Oh, shit. Very formally. Say it.
Yep.
Say it respectfully. Shit. Yeah. The difference in the eyes, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, if this is going to be their dynamic, I'm very much looking forward to this.
Yeah, because that's entirely different from what we're used to with Thorfinn.
Well, yeah, it's probably been at least a few years. Yeah. Ooh,
I'm surprised
nice.
he's already talking like this when just a little bit ago he was like, okay, I guess I'll just have to...
Well, I think it's because
thing.
he
was told
sees
that
Thorfinn.
you'll be free eventually.
Well, that too, but also I think he's kind of a bit disgusted at Thorfinn's responses as well. He's like, I won't be like that.
Sure.
Yeah, help.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
You're kidding me. He's a big boy.
Just take the axe to the root a little bit.
Yeah.
Chop
Like, you
that
gotta be
piece
doing this
away.
all day.
I mean, this is what's crazy. Einar's gonna get stronger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. You're being kind of loud.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh! Wow, what a simple guy you are. It's amazing here.
Yeah.
Yep. Your daughter is gorgeous. That's what I have to report.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to see her walk past me, or take him past me in the. Oh, she's facing the other way. Damn it!
Yep. Now be careful, because I don't know if you've read Berserk, but sometimes getting with the Kingpin's daughter is not the best idea.
So yeah, he's working the farm part of it. Gotcha.
Right.
Oh. And there's no point not to work.
Yeah, what else will you do out here?
Mm-hmm. Careful. Yeah, the backswing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's...
Ah.
Gotcha. Oh, for once. Ugh.
See, those things look cool, but they're not practical.
That is not how... Exactly. I'm so glad this is happening.
Yeah.
This is an answer to every single... Holy shit.
Wow. Oh, I love it.
Oh. Oh.
Ah.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, okay.
There's like multiple cool connections going on right now. You missed. Oh, sir. Oh, no.
Oh,
so she's just...
shit.
She's just... She has no choice here.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Oh, my God. This...
They're increasing our standing out here.
Right.
And then inside they... Oh.
Oh, my God. No, don't.
Oh, God.
No,
oh, God.
Yeah, I'm with you, actually.
Oh.
I like that we're getting all these extras and side characters in this location.
Yeah, we're getting a full-on cast.
Mm-hmm. We were drinking. No.
These are the new two brothers.
Yeah. They're trampling the wheat. Your wheat. Yeah.
Yeah. And is he gonna say it?
Someone trying to guide his direction again. Yeah. People trying to...
Yeah, they're trying to do the same thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Everybody's a slave to something.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you did. Or still do. Shit. And he's probably angry because his father went to go fight and die.
And
abandoned
left
them
them behind. Yeah.
The cycle repeats, yep. Oh, yep. Cool. Great episode.
Right.
Great episode.
All right.
Work this land.
Yes.
You have around probably 3 years. Now that's crazy is because that might have been an estimate with Einar included, into the mix there.
It might be an Estinar estimate with Einar included, but it probably also wasn't taken into account the fact that they're the ones who are also doing the work of the other guys to, lash the logs into rafts and float them down the river.
So it's a situation right now that is undesirable, even though the master is trying to give them, like a positive spin to all this, because we've determined that it makes sense that based on the way this is situated, they do not want unhappy slaves.
Right. It is not in their best interest.
It is not in their best interest. They need to give them things that could be used as weapons in order to do this. So they need to basically give the illusion that they have freedom, or that they have freedom in their sights. And the thing is that all it would take is for once they get to the end of that, to just have that not be the case. And then they just have that one guy who shows up. Well, hold on.
Oh, okay.
It's just the idea that one guy showing up there, he could just be lying. That could just be his gag, is that he shows up there and he's like, yeah, I did the same thing too, and now I'm a retainer here.
Oh, gotcha.
I just wanted to approach that as a thing of skepticism, even though most likely that's not the case.
Yeah, I think simplest solution here is probably the right one, because even once they are free, there's the question then of, okay, what do they do, right? Because they still need to be able to actually take care of themselves and things like that, and so it would make sense.
They'll upgrade to retainers.
They'll upgrade to retainers, right? Because the simplest direct solution for them would still be to work on the farm and just be paid a wage, things like that, whatever. And then maybe they can save up, get their own little patch of dirt somewhere.
There's a couple angles for this that work really well. Is that they'll also then be tied to this land and having a sense of ownership of it. I work this land. I put blood, sweat, and tears into this land.
I am directly benefiting from what this land brings about. Yeah.
Therefore, if, things go badly, I will then work harder to make it better. There's someone that has an already bought investment into it. And given that we're exploring that theme with the son, Omar, who is not invested in this, who just had his first time ever working on the farm, even though he's 17 years old. You're telling me that this kid, when he was 14 and starting to hit his growth spurt, his dad wasn't like, all right, son, you get to work on the farm with me. Let's go out there.
I very much imagine that did happen, but then angsty, rebellious phase and things like that. And the dad,
he said it was his first time out here.
Yes, but he said it. He said for once, right? That could mean it's actually the first time, or it could mean that it's the once in a very blue moon, right? The image that gives to me is that the dad probably tried to get his son to work on the farm, right? But because the son was being rebellious, and the dad is a busy guy, he doesn't have time for that. He doesn't have time for that, right? Yeah. So the son is able to kind of get away with it, and that's how he's continued to be kind of spoiled and do what he wants, right? Because the dad's busy actually working the land with the slaves and showing them how to do it and making sure that they're motivated.
The retainers.
And the retainers, yeah.
See, there's already a tier kind of little pyramid scheme going on here. That's a classic, company kind of thing. Here,
we're in America. No, we're already going corporate. Yeah, no, it's perfect. But but we already are setting up situations for not just Einar and Thorfinn, but for the other characters as well, of different points of conflict and potential character growth. The bit with Omar where he's realizing, wait a minute,
that's my wheat.
That's my wheat.
They're trampling it.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of ownership over that. Not just because I feel like, the indignant of them stepping on the wheat. It's the...
Wait, hang on.
Wait, you guys don't have to do that. There's literally a walkway...
Yeah.
Whoa,
wait a minute.
Hold on.
Right.
Doesn't say anything about it, though, because he's not that invested into it.
Not that invested, probably doesn't have the confidence to actually stand up for himself because he doesn't know who he is, right?
Nope.
And the way that they showcase that everyone is trying to get in good with him.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
They showed it with everybody.
Yep. The bit with the parents, that was
hilarious.
It very much
realistic as fuck.
Realistic as fuck. It very much reminded me of Pride and Prejudice.
It's very Pride and Prejudice. But that's the thing.
Yeah. Well, especially in a situation like this where and this probably helps with the whole retainer thing, but if they're in Vinland, there aren't many people over here. Humans need community in order to survive, right? So it's not even like there's another place that you could go to, necessarily super easily, right? It's this is kind of what you got, right?
Right. There's probably communities and stuff like
Right,
that.
like
But that's it.
Right.
Right.
There was
We
the
don't-
place they got the slaves from in the first place.
We
But
don't
like,
we don't necessarily have a city of thousands and thousands of people
Yep.
where opportunity is bustling. It's very much we are working this land, and if the land working doesn't go well or we get kicked off of this, we don't get all those benefits. So yeah, let's try and get an extra 10%. A little bit of a special deal there. And,
Right.
and the fact that the parents were both in on it, there was no like impropriety of
Nope.
no, we're both like it's working. And we knew our daughter was cute, but like this is. He's been here multiple times now. This is working.
About face multiple times from it
Oh,
being
yeah.
like, oh, okay, they're getting it on. Oh, sir. Oh, okay, that changes
right.
things. Then you cue to,
Dad being like,
well, no, you don't even know that it's dad at first, right?
Oh,
just,
right.
Just a guy listening in. It's like, oh my God. I mean, yeah, I suppose that would probably be a thing. Oh, wait, no, that's your dad. Oh, and okay.
Oh,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, that's the situation, right?
yeah. It was a very, very well put together scene of then the way that our perception of the whole thing expands and goes all the way out to then it all being ruined because, well, Omar probably clued into what was going on. He didn't hear the dad out there or anything like that. He just was like, oh shit, you're just telling me what gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
And the thing is,
the
thing is that who knows? Maybe she actually genuinely cares about him and is like, no, you're gonna die if you go out there. Like, I saw the situation with the sword, like that's not gonna go well for you. But that doesn't really matter because he doesn't know.
Nope.
He has no way of knowing. And the fact that he carries the sword around, like, yes, maybe it's because he dreams of being a warrior and all that stuff, but
yeah.
maybe he feels like he's got something to prove, but he doesn't know who to prove it to.
I love how it calls all the way back to Thor's like telling his son, "You don't have any enemies. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why do you want to be a warrior?
Yep.
What?
Right.
What? Who are you wanting to fight so badly?
Yep.
Like this kid's 17. He's had probably nothing bad happen to him ever.
No, probably not.
In fact, in some ways, I feel like the twisted thing of this of our theory of like they're gonna work the land, and then once it's done, then some bad shit's gonna come here eventually, and it's gonna ruin the whole thing there. Like I feel like that's the kind of thing that makes sense to happen. Also with Olmar as well so it's your time. Do you want to be a warrior and protect your farm?
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, it's here. Men that want to hurt you and steal from you and take from you.
Kill and pillage and all
Yeah.
that.
Go do it. Go be a big warrior. You're going to die.
Yeah,
I'm not at all wishing like
bad
pain
things
or
to happen.
bad things for even Olmar specifically. I feel like he's just a dumb kid.
Oh yeah.
And this is such a great way to set up the idea of Vinland Saga keeps portraying these young men that are lost. They have no purpose. They don't know who they are. They're estranged from their father. They don't understand like what's the direction they need to take in life. They're so in some ways subsumed by this idea of like, oh, this is what men do. It almost feels like
that's a good point.
we're in the the 14th century or the 13th century right now or something like that, and we're having men have to question like,
what does it really mean?
What does it mean to be a man? Yeah, and it's like, the fuck, this is so good. This is so good. Oh, and then Einar as well with his like we see him next to Thorfinn. He's a big guy.
He's a unit.
He's a unit. And no, Thorfinn is smaller in general.
Thorfinn is smaller, and
but
to be
he
fair,
has grown up a bit.
Thorfinn's been having the garnished lunches.
True.
So
well, he was small because he was young too.
No, totally.
In season 1.
Yes, absolutely.
And depending how much of a time skip it is, this might just be you don't get the Thor's growth spurt. I'm sorry, you missed a generation in that you gene pool.
You inherited from your mom, Like, sorry,
the blonde hair, the stature, yeah. I mean, who's to say he could end up getting? We do see in the OP and ED a person that very much looks like an older Thorfinn, with the hair man bunned kind of pulled back and stuff like that.
And he's no like Giga Chad, but he definitely
looks bigger.
But he's bigger. He
definitely looks more filled out. But Einar has the I'm 195 centimeters and
he's the himbo.
Right,
Like let's
right. I am a
let's make no like misconceptions or have any pretenses about this. He's a himbo.
He is absolutely.
And yes,
But he isn't
it's great to
angry.
have some himbos in here.
He is an angry himbo though.
Yeah, but
He is very much
that
he very much
I
has a
think,
personal sense of like something wrong is being done to me. I will respond with violence or indignation at myself for not doing anything about it.
Yes, he definitely has a lot of pent up feelings and stuff because of
Yeah.
the way that his whole life ended up going.
Right.
But all things considered, I get the feeling that it's not a deep set anger.
Oh, do you want me to go into that? Because I think there is an element of that it is, but it's not. It's not an anger thing. It's a.
Well, okay. If it is an anger, it's an anger at himself.
Right. But can I go into that a little bit? Because I feel like there is something there. So his father went to protect the farm.
Yep.
And their land and everything, and died. Right.
Yep.
His father abandoned him because he basically went to go and do the right thing. Einar keeps having situations where people come and take advantage of him and the people around him.
Okay.
He doesn't act, and things get worse, basically. So I'll bet you he has internal resentment at himself, thinking, I need to act and do this. But he knows that if he does that, he'll end up just like his father, and then he won't be able to reconcile the fact that he probably is upset that his father abandoned him, but also, who is he going to do that for? He won't do that for himself,
Yeah.
Because he has nobody anymore.
Well, and that's why I think it's important for them to actually grow to care about this place.
I agree. And each other.
Because yes, as far as inaction, that was the whole reason that his mother and sister died.
Yes.
Because he didn't fucking run.
Yep.
Right?
His sister would be alive.
His sister would be alive.
His mom would be dead.
Mom. His mom would be dead.
Yeah.
But it's he deer in headlights and there you go.
Yeah.
Right?
So his problem is that he, at the very least, probably resents himself for his own inaction, but he keeps getting put into powerless situations or situations that seem just powerless enough where he has to question whether acting is the right call. Just like here, he's almost trying to get reinforcement from Thorfinn to be like, "Hey, this is wrong. Right? We should do something about this."
And the thing that I think is interesting about this, because with the previous episode, they very much set up that he was starting to think these thoughts of I should just be a dutiful slave and things like that, right? And then that changed, right? And so yes, he did not fully adopt that mindset, but he was on the path to adopting that mindset. And I'm curious if it was actually the fact that he was told, hey, if you do this, then you will be free, right? He was given hope, basically, that this is not going to be forever, right? You will work yourselves off for me, basically, right?
Right.
And then you'll be able to do whatever you want, right? And then at that point, then when he realized that his master was actually going to be treating him well, right? It wasn't like the situation with the people that actually took him, right? Because that was the other thing that I was kind of curious by. Is yes, this is your first time being a slave, but I mean, what were you when you were first taken by the the pillagers, right?
They didn't work him; they just moved him.
No, they didn't work him, but they definitely it was definitely the thing of being used to being treated badly because these people will kill you or punish you if you don't. Right?
He was nothing.
Exactly.
In some ways, there's a really, like you're saying, I really think there's something interesting there. There's a fun dichotomy in his head that's a bit false. There is that he doesn't see himself as a slave until he got here, because he was bought. But what was he before then? Right, he was a slave. He was a kidnappee.
Right,
but right, he was still a slave. But it's the idea that no one at that point basically demanded anything of him that could be something that takes him outside of his situation. Meaning, he can just kind of shut down, go into himself, and become nothing. And at that point, when you then realize, oh, there's a little bit of hope, now he realizes he's a slave because he can't immediately have that hope.
Right.
Whereas in the other stuff, he might be well be cattle,
Right. If you're in a situation where it's I guess I just have to accept this because this is my lot in life and I have nothing else, right? Then then your spirit's broken. You don't do anything, right?
You don't see yourself as anything,
right? But because the person who purchased him actually is treating him as someone that is valuable, right? That's
I've ascribed value to you.
Right. You will be getting lunch. I will be sending people to specifically give you lunch. I will be giving you this land to work and make and take the value that you have and put it into this land as well.
Right. So that I can psychologically mold you into someone that's going to be helpful to me.
No. Yeah. I mean, the reasons for why he does it,
they're not relevant to Einar.
No, exactly. You know, and the and I would also say it would be foolish to take a modern mindset and try and attribute to what's happening here.
There's nothing modern about it. I'm just saying what it is. That's how the master has basically got this situation where Thorfinn is not wanting to escape.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So now with Einar being in this situation where you've got to grapple with this, and Thorfinn is not really being a sounding board for you or actively really
caring.
Yeah, caring. Like the most that he did was basically saying, no, don't report this. This will just cause more trouble for us. That wasn't anything that would cause Einar to be able to, deal with the stuff that he's trying to process or whatever. It's just I don't want these people to cause more trouble. I don't want them to eat our entire lunch the next time, or whatever. But
right. Well, out here, all it would take is for them to basically just surround them and just be like, hey, so you guys ratted on us to, master. So, how about this time we need the horse? Yeah. So, good luck,
Right.
All right.
Well,
and then it's just,
yeah.
Like they just do some things that make their lives extra inconvenient.
Right.
Like you're saying, like eating their lunch or something. I'm sure that they couldn't actually do that. They probably would get in trouble if the slaves started like actually starving.
Well, that's one of the things where I was curious if they were going to explain how they actually do get food, because maybe this is something where it doesn't happen all the time. It was just the kind of the hazing them, showing them who's boss and things like that.
I definitely think that's what it is.
I could definitely see that being the case because as much as like fiction would like to make us believe otherwise. No, you don't get stronger by working out if you're not eating anything, right? Nope. Like that, you'll just get weaker, right? Yep. Like that's not how this works.
Not how this works.
So we can assume because they are able to actually continue working, and the master isn't realizing and being like, "What the fuck? Why are they all emaciated?"
Well, yeah, they also get something other than lunch for sure as well.
Sure, yeah, they probably get other meals at the beginning and
this is
end
just
of the
the
day.
work meal specifically. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so they're going on 2 meals a day instead of 3.
Yeah, but the human body is pretty crazy. You'd be surprised what it can do when it gets to just survival.
Yeah.
You adjust basically, but yes,
right.
Yes.
Clearly, Thorfinn has adjusted.
Right, Thorfinn is also kind of built differently,
Yeah. He is used to his body having things demanded of it that most people wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
And Einar is not really.
Nope.
Yeah, he's kind of awkward. He's kind of
hence the himbo.
Yeah, he is ridiculously strong, but yes, he is having the harsh awakening of we get lunch. Oh, so that's
cool.
amazing. That's great.
Yeah, we're being treated like people.
And
well,
he's like,
hang on.
And it's like, no, see, that's the thing. That's the best part about all this.
Right.
We actually get lunch.
Yep.
I love the world that they're setting up here of actual characters, actual motivations that don't care at all about Thorfinn. Thorfinn is just another person here on this farm, and everybody else here has their own lives and stuff going on. Thorfinn is not the main character here.
No.
It is a very, very cool thing to have where you basically have broken down your protagonist of the past arc, if you will, and now his reintroduction is one of crumbs. We're getting tiny little pieces of who Thorfinn is, the kinds of things that he reacts to, and the kinds of things that he turns over when sleeping and kind of goes, "Oh right, the Danes, yeah, that was me." Because the point when they almost came to blows, Einar and the retainers, Thorfinn stepped in to stop it. Yep. But he did a couple things that were very extra. like things where he's like, obviously he steps into it, avoid the fight and stuff like that.
Right.
But when the guy's like, hey, giving them orders and stuff, he's like, yep, we'll do that. Yes, sir. He turns around, like faces them directly. Yes, sir.
He has gotten good at de-escalating, which is not a talent that he had in the first season. So
Right. So there's a disconnect with who Thorfinn was at the end of the first season and who he is now. And given that there was time, our time here is special because if it goes slow enough, we'll actually learn what happened. And
we'll learn, but we'll learn, but we'll also be able to be told in a much more nuanced way.
Yes.
Exactly the kind of person that Thorfinn is now, right? Because as far as the details of how he got to this point,
Right.
Sure, that'd be interesting to know, but it's not as important as knowing exactly who he is now, because we did know exactly who he was in season 1. And so we want to make sure that with this time skip, with him being reinvented as a character, we don't lose out on that clarity as to who his character is.
Yeah. But all right. Y'all.
Yep.
That was a great episode. Looking forward to the next one. So, check out all the stuff we mentioned before. Patreon, all that. And see you all in the next one.